Hey everybody, how's your day going? Today we're going to be doing something a little different. I got a suggestion the other day when I released the I Guess I Just Feel Like John Mayer cover video, and somebody wanted me to do a lesson on it, so that's what we're going to do. Shout out to Dustin Farron for suggesting this idea. I think it's a really good idea because I was looking around YouTube and nobody actually does the electric guitar rhythm part for it. Everybody's teaching either the acoustic part or they're teaching the solos. Nobody's teaching the rhythm electric guitar part, so I thought that I would be the first one to do it. So let's switch angles real quick and just get into it. Not gonna waste any time. Grab a guitar, tune up, and I'll see you guys in another angle. All right, well, first things first, tune up your guitar. We're in E standard, so E, A, D, G, B, E. Get yourself tuned up. You do not need a capo for this part of the song. Capo is only necessary for the acoustic guitar part. So for this one, do not need a capo. Don't worry about it. Don't buy one. If you already have one, cool, but you don't need it. Anyway, the electric guitar part, I found it all out by ear, so it may not be completely correct to what John Mayer does on the original track, but very close, so I'm sorry if if some parts don't sound right compared to the other original track. So first things first, electric guitar part does not come out in the intro. It is just the acoustic guitar part playing the little riff. But if you have to learn that, then go check out another video because there's plenty of them already. But the electric guitar part revolves around the same chords. Right here you're playing a B major to an E major. So if you bar it, which is what John Mayer does in the song for the electric guitar part, you'll be playing B major bar chord on the 7th fret. That is your first finger completely barring the strings, your middle finger on the G string, 7th fret, and then your pointer and ring finger. Pointer finger is going to go on the A string, pinky on the D string on the 9th fret. And you want to make sure you get those high notes, the high strings right there to ring out. And then E major bar is just right underneath the B major. Your root's going to be here on E on the 7th fret with your pointer finger still barring. And then your ring finger is going to be doing actually most of the barring in this chord on the D, G, and B strings on the 9th fret. And it's going to sound like that. And then the E string, you can silence it or you can bar it. It's not really that important. I feel like that's the highest note you hear on the E string barred. But it just... That's essentially it. If that's too hard for you, you could play B minor here and bar it that way. And then just an E major open chord if that's too hard. Or if you can't bar it with all your 3rd fingers, feel free to just play a power chord if that's easier. Or play it like an A and don't worry about the root. Or just do that if you want to. Whatever's easiest, don't make it hard. First thing the electric guitar part does is it plays a G sharp minor chord on the 4th fret of the guitar. So it will be a power chord, root and bar here on the 4th. Your pinky and your ring finger are here on A and D on the 6th fret. And it actually you strum upwards. So these high notes are what ring out first before. So you give that a nice strum, and then after that, it does this little riff. I'll play it for you real quick. It goes. And basically what that is, it's just going down the minor pentatonic scale, basically. So not even going down it, just using parts of it. So you start on the G string with your ring finger on the 6th fret. It goes 6-4 on the G string. And then you double pick 4 on the D string with your pointer finger. And then hammer on, or you can pick it. I'm not sure really what he does. And then back to 6 on the D string still. So it goes. And then you end with G string 4. So. And then that little part afterwards is just on the B string. It goes 5-4. So all together goes. and then you repeat the same 6-4-4-6 shape after the 5-4. So it goes. And then you just end with a simple 5B really quick, and then after that you go to a B major chord. But let's just put it all together from there. So start with a G sharp minor chord, 4th fret, so downwards, and then so you go again, you can go up here or down there for the B major, whatever's easiest. But then after that little part, it goes back to the chorus / verse intro. You're just playing B major chord right after it goes, and then you do that little riff again, and you could go back down there and do it, or you can do it up here on the D and the A string. That'll be 11th fret, so 11, 9, 9, 11, and it's the same thing picked, so except you don't do the extra that, you just do that, so it goes, then you just hold it out and then hit the B major chord again, and then this time it's only the D string, 11, 11, 9, 9, and you just hold it right there, so it doesn't go down. Only the first time it goes. And again, you can play down here. Whatever's easiest. And then after that, he's basically just strumming chords, and you can play it out by ear. He does it pretty randomly. It's kind of hard to predict, but it's just revolving around the chords B major and E major, and that's gonna go something like this. So he goes, it goes into like the little instrumentation interlude, whatever you want to call it. It goes, you just strum B major, and he does this little kind of and basically what I'm doing there is I'm just adding my pinky to the 10th fret on the B string. So basically what you hear, that like main thing is going, except in a chord to make it a little bit more colorful. And if that's a little too hard, you can just try barring it with your first finger there and doing, and then just going to the B major. It's basically just a pull off. You're still strumming, but that's all you're doing. You can't really, and you could do it here too if you want to. That's a little different. But that's what I do here. And he just does that pretty randomly. Just play it to ear, listen to the song a couple times and try to get it right. I don't exactly remember when he does it, but he does it during that instrumentation at least like twice. And then after that, it goes straight to the verse. He starts singing again, and basically you're just strumming the chords again. B to E. It's just pretty random like that. Also in the parts where he's doing the verse / intro, to make it a little more colorful, besides just doing picking, you can also change up the chord pattern, and what I mean by that is still play B major and E major, but change it up because it sounds different whenever you play a chord on, different positions on the neck. For example, he's always doing... So instead of just keeping it all up there, try going, like sliding down to 2nd fret or something, and then doing it like an open chord. So make it interesting with the rhythm guitar part. You know, have fun with it. Try going up, try going down, try different chords. Maybe, I don't know, if you want to add a 7 or a 9 or something like that, make it a little jazzy sounding, then have fun with it. And then after that, it goes back to kind of pre-chorus bridge where you play G minor chord again and strum that. And then go to E. And back to B. And sometimes he's doing just like simple picking stuff or kind of like, you know, that kind of stuff. So you don't really have to like strum. You can kind of like, you know. You know, make it fun. Do some random stuff. That's what he's doing in the song. It just sounds like he's doing some improv stuff. So have fun with it, or keep it simple. Whatever's easiest for you guys. And then after that, goes back to the chorus, and he does the little riff again right before he does the solo, and then, you know, this again. You listen to the song and just play it to ear. And then after that, you would think that, you know, the electric guitar just goes to solo, but actually, if you listen very closely, there is one part that the rhythm guitar part is doing, and it's doing this, like, kind of descending, arpeggiated chords, and there's 2 ways to play that. I'll show you real quick. You could play up here on the neck, and basically, you'll be on 14th fret of the B, G, and E, and D string, sorry. And you're just going to bar that. It's going to sound like this. So you're going B, G, D, B, G, D, B, G, D, B, G is what the it sounds like, and then you just repeat that. And then the next chord after that is a simple B major chord. So this is E. I'm sorry, this is I think this is A major actually, and then B. But it does that. An A major chord up here on the 14th fret. You can tell because 12 is just 0 again, and then 1, 2. It's an A chord. And then it does a E major chord, and that goes like this. It's in the shape of an F chord down there. Pointer finger on 12th fret of the B string, your middle finger on the G string, 13th fret, and then your ring finger on D string on 14th fret. And same picking pattern as the A. And then it goes back to A. And then after that, it does, I believe it's an F chord of some sort, but it's basically the same thing. You're barring here again, or you're not barring here again, but you're doing the same bar down here on 11th fret. And then it ends. So altogether, it sounds like. And you could play it up there, or you could play it down here on 9th and 7th fret. You're going to be basically doing a D chord on the 9th fret. So if you don't know what a D chord is, it is your pointer finger on G string, and then your ring finger right below that on the B string, but this will be on 10th fret, pointer finger's on 9th, and then your middle finger is going to go right below your pointer finger on the E string, And that sounds exactly like that. So you do a D chord here. And then the B chord there is going to be... You can do it like that. So that's going to be your pointer finger on 7th fret, your pinky on the B string, looks like on 9th fret, and then your ring finger right above that on the G string, 9th fret. Or you can play it with your pointer finger there and then play it with your middle finger and your ring finger. Whatever's easiest. So that D chord. And then the last chord is also a D shape down here on the 6th fret. So it goes. And again, this chord, wherever you decide to play it, is only played on the last time where the solo ends. You know, where it sounds like when it ends, that's when you play that last chord. And then after that, he plays chords again with the electric guitar part. It goes B to E, and then it goes to F sharp major. Then you end on a B major, and then it fades out, and it's just acoustic guitar and him singing. And then after that, it goes back to the pre-chorus part, and the guitar does this really cool descending arpeggiated kind of thing around the G sharp area again. It's a little complicated, so be patient with it. It takes a lot of practice, and again, all by ear, so it may not be completely correct, but this is what I hear on the song. So it goes like this. I'll play it for you guys real quick. It goes, Alright, and it repeats that twice. So what I'm doing there is your ring finger on the 6th fret of the G string. It goes back and forth between, or I'm sorry, D string. It goes back and forth between playing a note and then going to the B string on the 4th with your pointer finger. So it kind of goes, so it's always hitting that after every note for a couple times. So what you're doing is you're gonna hit the D string 6th fret, and then that B string 4th, and then it goes to the G string on the 6th fret. So, and then what I do here is depending on how you want to play it, I usually just move my finger up and bar it, but it's gonna be 4/4. G string and B string, so. And then that's the last time you hit that string right there. And then you slide that down, so you just slide it down 1 fret on the G string. And then you go up, so that's 3, 4, and then your last note is gonna be your D string with your pinky, if you can reach that far, on the 6th fret. Or you can slide down to the 1st fret here on the G string, whatever's easiest. But again, it's yeah, so it goes D, B, G, B, G, B, G, G, D. And then it's 6, 4, 6, 4, 4, 4, 3, 4, 6, or 1 if you want to end there, whatever's easiest. But it repeats that twice, and then after that it goes, you're on the A string and you kind of slide, so 4 to 6, and then it kind of resolves. You hit it again. I think it's when he says, and if I go blind, I'd still find my way. So it kind of sounds like that. And then after that, when he says, I guess I just felt like, the rhythm guitar part kind of follows that melody, so it goes, I guess I just felt like, and what that's doing is ring finger on the D string, it goes 6 4, and then A string 6 4 2. It's a slide down, so pick 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 slide. So guess I just felt like, and then it goes back up. So it does that, it goes, and what that is just back on the A string 6th fret 6, and then D string 4 4 6 on the D string. So sorry, I messed up a little bit there, but you get the point. Just practice that again, and then giving up today, and then he strums the B chord again, and again he does the little, and then it goes into the outro, which is the outro solo. And what the rhythm guitar part's doing there the whole time is, I believe it's just strumming a power chord, and it does this let me see if I can figure it out again. Yeah, that's what it was. Alright, so again, it's a power chord, and the reason he does a power chord now in the outro is because for some reason he decides to solo in B minor pentatonic. And I can tell you that that's true because the solo starts with, something like that. But you know, yeah, he's just soloing pentatonic scale. So you're just hitting power chord now, which is just same thing, except you're just doing these three. You know, E, A, and D string. Take off your middle finger. Mute these other strings. And then every time after he kind of hits that chord, it goes, does that little riff. And what he's doing there is your pinky is going to be on the 7th fret of the D string, and then your pointer finger is going to go on the G string 4th fret, and then back to 6 on the D string with your pinky, and then 6 goes to 4 on the D string with your pointer finger, and then up to 6. So 6 4 6 4 5 6. Sorry, no. 7. It's gonna be 7th fret. I'm sorry. 7 4 7 4 6. And feel free to add vibrato to these, like all the parts, because he does it all the time too, it sounds like. But yeah, you just hit your power chord. I haven't played the song in a while, so a little rusty. Or you could play your power chord down here. On the 2nd fret. And that's basically it, guys. That's the whole rhythm part. If you got through it, good job. Practice it. Keep going with it. Use the metronome, play along with the song, whatever is helpful to you. If you guys want another video like this on any other song, I am open to ideas, so just leave suggestions down in the comments. Really hope that this was useful to you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for sticking with me. Good job playing the John Mayer rhythm guitar part. If I missed something, let me know, and then I will add it to another video. But have a good one, guys. Keep playing, keep shredding, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.